Hey, check it out. Here's the P55-UD4P from Gigabyte. Very, very nice motherboard, 4 series from Gigabyte. So it's their pretty much enthusiast class, higher end motherboard. Some really high end features right off the bat. Man, this thing is heavy. Very stiff board. That's probably thanks to the Ultra Durable 3. Basically, they stick an extra 2 ounces of copper in between the layers of the PCB, makes it a little stiffer, gives you cleaner power, less impedance, and then as a side benefit, it actually decreases the temperatures of the socket and of all the chips on the board, just drops your overall case temperature a little bit. So very, very nice board. Lots of high-end features, lots of enthusiast level stuff, and we'll jump right into it, starting off with the CPU socket. Now, obviously, this is an 1156. This is your Linfield Intel processors, i5s and i7s, your 750s and your 860s. Basically, if you're getting an i5, it's going to fit no problem. An i7 will work in here. Just make sure it's the socket 1156. Now, from x58, we did lose the QPI and the triple channel memory, but to be honest with you, that doesn't really do much as far as performance goes. Now they're getting the PCI Express bandwidth is going directly into the chip through something that they call a DMI, direct media interface. You no longer have to have the QPI to bring in your PCI Express. Now, it does have less PCI Express bandwidth through here. There's only 16 lanes in total, but on this board, if you come down here a little bit, we'll see that you do have 2 PCI Express X16 2.0 slots right there. And if you do SLI or Crossfire, which you can do both, they will split X8, X8. So your X16 will be split into X8, X8. It'll bifurcate, and then that will give you the ability to do SLI with just as much speed. Now, on top of that, since we're already down here, might as well talk to you a little bit about the rest of it. You have 3 PCI Express X1 2.0 right there, and you have an additional 2 PCIs down here. So you can throw some relics on these, maybe some TV tuner cards or whatnot. But most likely, I know you guys, you're going to have 2 nasty video cards on here. Now, besides that, this is your P55 chipset, just so you guys know. It's PCH, Platform Control Hub. This is what does everything. This is what sends everything to the CPU except for the PCI Express. So all the gigabit Ethernets, the SATAs, the USBs all go through this chip before they go up to the processor. Coming up to here, let's talk a little about memory. We do have 4 DIMMs in total, so you can have up to 16 gigabytes of DDR3 memory on this motherboard. If you use 4 gigabyte DIMMs, most people are going to have a maximum of 8, because you're not going to spend the ridiculous money to get 4 gigabyte DIMMs. Up to 2200 megahertz, you can actually go even higher than that if you want. I believe it will support up to 1333 natively, but if you're buying 1600 or 1800 or 2000 megahertz memory, you're going to know how to overclock it to get it there anyway. You have a lot of SATA ports over here. You have 6 that are blue. Those are your main ones that are going directly to the Intel chipset, and then these 2 are going to the same chip that controls the eSATAs on the back panel and the additional eSATA that you can do to your front panel connector. So these over here are the ones that are going to let you do your RAID functionality. That's going to give you 0, 1, 5, and 1+0. So you can do just about anything you want. Moving to the other side of the board, you're going to see right over here, starting from this side, we have 10 USB 2.0 ports in total. So here are the first 2. Here's your PS2, which is both your SPDIF in both coaxial analog and optical digital. You have 4 more USB 2.0 ports, 2 FireWires, both the small iLink one and the full size 400, and then you have dual eSATAs, which is also very nice. You have dual gigabit LANs, which is very nice, and you have an additional 4 USB 2.0 ports over here, making the total 10, which is just ridiculous. 8-channel audio at 7.1 HD audio. It does do Dolby Home Theater. It is that really nice controller, the Realtek ALC889A, so that will do all the very nice high-end features. And in case there's not enough USB 2.0s on the back, you do have 2 additional headers right over here. That's going to give you an additional 4 USB 2.0 ports to your front panel, and you have an additional FireWire, which is just pretty silly. Lots of high-end stuff here. You just don't see FireWires. Sometimes you see 1, but to see 3, 2 on the back and 1 via header is absolutely incredible. Besides that, you will notice you have incredible hardware on all here. You do have solid-state caps, ferrite core chokes throughout the board. You also have lower RDSO and MOSFETs for your voltage regulation. Really, really nice setup as far as all of that goes. It also has the energy saver, dynamic energy saver, which is basically a hardware chip. It's also a software program that goes into your computer. It's going to help you save energy, be a little bit more efficient. You also have a smart TPM, or a trusted platform module. Basically, it has 2048-bit encryption. You're not cracking that for anything in the world. Basically, it can work via Bluetooth or USB. You can carry it on a USB key. You can even set it up to pair with a phone so that when it comes within Bluetooth range, automatically unlocks the TPM. A lot of people are not going to use that functionality, but some people actually will use that in certain applications for workstations, and they just want you guys to know that it is on here. It even advertises Smart TPM right there. So that's very cool. And then finally, my favorite part about this board has got an outstanding warranty, 3 years. If anything goes wrong, you might have to register it, but a 3-year warranty is nothing to sneer at. Really, really good board. I like it a lot. It's a P55-UD4P from Gigabyte. And if you have any questions on it, feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next time. For more information on the Gigabyte P55-UD4P motherboard, type in G452-0100 into the search engine of any of these major retailers. For Computer TV, I'm Albert.